Hey you guys, thanks for joining me. Welcome back to the Crafting Brothers. Today I'm going to be reviewing these cool Etten dungeon tiles. They're double-sided, they're really cool. And I wanted to see what my brother thought of these dungeon tiles, so I went over to his house the other day to get his opinion. And also stay tuned afterwards because I'm going to paint some of these up and show you what they look like all painted up. So let's get to it. Alright you guys, I'm over here with my brother John and I wanted to get his opinion on these dungeon tiles because I brought the Warlock tiles over here, and if you remember, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But he had the same problem I did with the Warlock tile.
Big time. Frustrating.
Yeah, very frustrating with those clips. I would never in a million years play a game where you had to snap that hard of a dungeon tile in together. It just needs to be... So anyway... Somebody reached out to our channel because they saw that Warlock tile review and they wanted us to do a review of their new dungeon tiles that came out. So here they are. They sent me a big batch of them. This was a Kickstarter that I actually missed. I don't usually back dungeon tile Kickstarters because I think they're easy enough to build. But when he reached out to me, I thought these were really cool concepts, so I thought we'd give them a shot. So let's play with them and see what we can do. Now, first thing you notice here is they are magnetic, so you can pull them off and do whatever you want to them. But the interesting thing of these is that they're magnetic on all the different sides. So you can snap them in any way you want, and they just magnetically go together. You can put tiles any way you want and just kind of create your dungeon how you want it to go. You can even put them up sideways. You can do all kinds of things like that. Now, to me, that is far easier to lay out. The basic way you use dungeon tiles in your game is when the characters encounter a dungeon, you slowly reveal the dungeon as they go. So as the characters enter the dungeon, you see maybe a hallway with a T-shaped dungeon a T-shape at the end. So they enter here, they're going down, and they can go either right or left. But they don't know what's right or left yet because they haven't got there.
Right, and I've said before, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, but I love crafting all this stuff. So it's interesting to hear a little bit more about the game, and then I can appreciate how these tiles work a little bit more.
So as the characters go down the hall, then you would just simply reveal more of what is in the hallway. Maybe there's a door, maybe it goes different ways. But that is easy to me, to just walk through and put these tiles down as the characters explore the dungeon. I do not pre-put a dungeon together and then slap the entire dungeon down on the table because I don't want the characters to see what's ahead. I always like to surprise them with what's around the corner, so to speak. So
now we were talking about this before. We were thinking about maybe painting some of these up and see how they look. So we're probably going to try that.
Yeah, I don't know if these are meant to be painted. The guys didn't say anything about painting them, but I think you could use them as is because they are gray and it is dark in a dungeon. But I do think they would look cool painted up. They are double-sided. They're double-sided, so you can see both sides of the tile. But I think a simple paint job. So I think we're going to try a couple ways. I'll let him do a couple. I'll do a couple, and we'll see what we can come up with painting them. But otherwise, I think they're a great little addition to the dungeon tile world.
I agree, and one thing, since I don't play the game, but I can appreciate the way these are made, and I still can't figure out how the magnets in here work in so many different configurations, because literally I've tried to use magnets on some of my builds and I get the opposing end the wrong way and it doesn't work. But these literally have no opposing ends on it. They stick together no matter how you put them together. So the engineering of these things, in my mind, is really cool.
Yeah, you can do stairs. You'll see. I'll do a montage of all the different little things that we build with these. But yeah, I think it's a great technology, and I think if you're not the kind of person that likes to craft and likes to build dungeon tiles, you just want to go out there and buy them. To me, I would rather buy these than the Warlock tiles because. I just can't see myself having to deal with those clips in the middle of a game.
Yeah, I got really frustrated trying to figure those out.
Yeah.
So this is a much better idea. Again, I'm impressed with the magnets. I'd like to see inside of one of these things to see what it is, but of course I don't want to ruin it. So
yeah, we might crack one open just for our own benefit, but we don't want to reveal the secret of whatever's inside this because I don't want to.
I'm impressed, but we don't want to give it away.
I don't want to give it away, but yeah, we might crack one of these open to see how they did it. All right, well, you guys, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. We got some great things coming up on the channel, some new crafting videos, some more reviews. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
So I wanted to do something really super simple. So I took a couple of tiles out in the back, and the first one I just spray painted with straight black primer. Just over-the-counter black primer. And now for the second one, I wanted to use a little bit more black detail, so I grabbed my Liquitex black ink and I put it in all of the crevices. And now this is actually pretty simple. You just take a paintbrush and make sure you get into all the cracks, and then cover the whole thing with black ink. After you do that, you just grab a paper towel and just stamp the top off to get the excess off the top, because you do want that gray coming out from underneath. So I grabbed the one with the spray paint and I just went over it a heavy dry brush with just a darker gray, just to get some of that gray down in the crevices. Look at that. Okay, so now you can see I have the spray painted one on the right with a little bit of gray and the ink one on the left. And now it's just a matter of taking my light gray and doing a dry brush on both versions. This is really going to help that stone texture just pop straight out. And as you can see here, I have the spray painted version on the left and the ink version on the right. Let me know in the comments which one you guys like better. So you can see these are the originals. And I have the ink painted one and the black spray painted one. Just gives them a little bit extra boost, and it's simple to do. So if you want to up your dungeon tiles, if you end up getting this set and you want to up your dungeon tiles, then that would be the way to go. Now enjoy this montage of me playing with the dungeon tiles. Please comment below, let me know what you think, and thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time with another cool video.